All right. It's Jared here from Crypto Plan. How is everyone going? I'm doing well, and what have we got? We've got a breakout on the One Harmony chart, and we've got Ethereum going into all-time highs. Is that bullish or is that a fake out? What's going on? I'm going to give you my opinion. But before we do, you know the deal. Please like the video. It really helps. Really helps the channel, even though these One Harmony videos do super well anyway. It seems to be a really popular coin on YouTube. But yeah, click the like button, smash it, subscribe if you're on the edge and haven't done that yet, and notification bell if you desire. All right, we're on the One Harmony chart. I'm going to go over to the Ethereum chart. I had a request to have a look at it, so I'll add this into this one. I wouldn't generally do a full video on Bitcoin of Ethereum because everybody does that. Why would I do something that everybody's doing? All right, so I'm going to keep it simple. KISS, keep it simple, stupid. Harmony over Tether, Wobi, 1 day. So we're on a 1 day chart. I drew this particular downtrend line here in my last video. So it's in play, and I talked about that it needed to break out above that line. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 touches of that line. So it's a downtrend line. We're thinking we found our bottom, so we've got that bottom line there. We've broken out and we've closed the candle above the line, and then we've had another candle open and close above the line, albeit a doji bearish candle. Well, not a doji bearish candle, but a red candle. And then we now have a second candle that is opened and has not closed below the line yet. So we are looking to kind of clear, I guess, this 15.7 cent level, I'd say, or maybe even the 16.2 cent level. So I'm just going to chuck a line in there for those of you that like key levels, just to say if we kind of get up there and break that, that would be a good key level where I see there was a bit of kind of resistance on the pullback, you know, an attempt to break it there. So 16.2 cents for me is the next kind of breakout key level. But you can see it's pretty much done, you know, a nice little V bottom and popped out of there, which is what we like to see: retracement, dip, and then pull back, you know. So those of you that luckily got it at 7 cents, well done. You're doing quite well now. You're 50% up on your 7 cent One Harmony. Pat yourselves on the back for that. Just looking down the line here, zooming out a little bit. So our kind of average retracement for, you know, a lot of the projects that I've been following, 45 to 60 days. So this is our 40-day mark. So halfway through May, we're hoping to see it at least kind of testing those all-time highs again, and then maybe doing a bit of a pullback, to wherever it pulls back to, and then flying on out of there. Always taking into account the Bitcoin factor, the big brother factor. This line is still in play as a floor, as a dip. You know, there can still be crash dips that fire back up. So just be aware that the general trend is back up now, but we want to see higher lows and higher highs creeping our way up to that all-time high towards the middle to end of May. So that's where One Harmony is at. Like I say, if you're managed to add to your bags or accumulate your beginning position down here, you're feeling really great. If you're bored up here, well, you can also know that it probably won't be too long before at least you're at par, you know, and then you can make a decision there. Are you a holder, or are you a kind of get out and move on? But you know what? I'm holding. And moving down to the bottom, we can see that, you know, the stock has been well down there for a long time. So it's been in a buy zone, you know, chipping away all the way down. That dip was a good thing to be doing as far as I'm concerned. But you can see straight, you know, this blue line has kicked straight back up. So the strength has came back in. Once it bottomed, that strength returned, and you can see the RSI as well. We want to see that kind of making higher lows and higher highs and getting back up into that bullish transition zone, like it did here for a couple of whiles. So all the indicators are looking up for One Harmony, but mind you, the market is green. So be prepared for anything. We're just going to have a look at the Ethereum chart right now. So we're going to go over to the Ethereum chart, just have a look at that quickly. Ethereum is bullish because it's at all-time highs. We can clearly see with this Fibonacci on that maybe 3,500 would come into play, but I think it will also have some reaction at 3,000. I think it's such a key level, like it's such a, predictive level. People holding long-term bags that are saying, I'll sell at 3,000. So really key level there. I've had it all along. I'm out of every single one of my one Ethereum that I did hold. But originally, I guess I had this 3,000 target. I just saw an opportunity to roll it over into EOS, which has done me really well up until now. So I'm happy with that trade. But yeah, I always had kind of 3,000 on the radar, considering I bought it at 400 US. So that was to me a good trade. Trade kind of in and out, one Ethereum move. Yeah, so that's it for me. I think 3,500 is the next Fibonacci sequence level, and we're looking to push up towards that 5,500, 6,000, maybe on the super bullish end. So Ethereum is going to do its thing. It's going to grind its way upwards. It will have some bigger moves, and it will probably blow its top off there and then rest itself somewhere in this zone here, just above its all-time high during the bear market, and possibly dipping back somewhere sub 1,000 for a brief while. But I think, it's definitely spent a lot of time basing and developing some volume defined kind of resistance nodes in this region between 2,000 and 1,300. So I think that's going to be a solid support level once it does kind of blow its top off. So that's Ethereum. We're looking for 3,000, then kind of 3,500 if we're super bullish. So in the short term, not the long term, and just shy of 6,000 for the long term for that blow off top. So what is that for Ethereum? Kind of a 2.5x left in it, which is, some people like that trade. Some people love getting in that finishing trade when the volume's up and the craziness is easy to kind of get in and out of quickly. Snipe those top ends of that deal. That's pretty much it for me. I just wanted to touch base with One Harmony and show that Ethereum was super bullish. But just before we go, I'm just going to kind of have a look at this total altcoins minus Ethereum, and just have a look at this Fibonacci of this last move and look where we're at. So our candle body right now is on the 702. So we broke through the 702, and that's a key level for a lot of people, but mainly I figured that out from the blockchain backer. He suggests to put it on your Fibonacci's as the 70% zone. A lot of reaction points there. So you can see that the wick tapped the 786, so it didn't bust through. And it's not saying the altcoins want to be bullish enough to go all-time highs. So there's not a flood of new money in there. And then where's it pulled back to? The 702. So what is going on? I'm not sure. But, whether people have traded out of things into Ethereum, I don't know. But either way, the total 2 has not blown out yet. So we're still in play to come back for that last dip. It's still in play. This is still a range. There still is technically a range that we're playing in here, right? So we could potentially kind of bounce sideways for a little bit longer. So just keeping that in play and keeping the slightly bearish short term with the uber bullish long term, just to keep it in balance, and just be aware that until we see, candle closes above that 786, and then clearly, once we're pushing into all-time highs, then maybe, that dip was it. Maybe that dip was it. Maybe the next time Bitcoin farts, we won't dip back that far, but it's always in play. Flash crashes are always in play. Wicks are always in play. So that's that. We're on track. It's good news. It is good news that Ethereum is breaking out. to its all-time highs. It's good news that One Harmony is breaking out of its downtrend, and we're just looking for that 16.2 cents to have that confirmation, and then use that, flip that resistance there into support, and then we'll kind of bounce along there and fire it out of there. So that's the plan. That's the crypto plan. Please like the video and subscribe and all that great jazz, and I'll hopefully speak to you and see you on the next one. And stay safe and keep up the good work and hodl the hell out of your coins, because there is some crazy alt season action to come later on this year, and I am excited. All right, bye for now.